This is a film about a visit to the city of Oamaru to see the blue penguin, the world's smallest penguin. Oamaru is located on New Zealand's South Island. It was declared a city in 1859 and grew as a centre to service the surrounding agricultural industry as well as an important trading and fishing port. The city's passenger rail service was discontinued in 2002, so its old railway station is now a Chinese restaurant. New Zealand sent more than 6,500 men and 8,000 horses to participate in the Second Anglo-Boer War at the turn of the 20th century. As its wealth grew in the Victoria era, many beautiful and impressive buildings were built in the city centre using the local limestone. However, in the second half of the 20th century, Oamaru's economic power declined, but it has left behind one of the best preserved collection of Victorian architecture in New Zealand. In 1914, New Zealand had a population of 1.1 million, yet 100,000 New Zealanders served overseas, with 18,000 being killed. Joseph Smith's grain store could hold 30,000 sacks of grain to service the surrounding grain-producing region. Steampunk HQ is an interactive museum featuring steampunk, which is an alternate, futuristic version of 19th century Victorian England featuring steam-powered devices. Steampunk has taken off in Oamaru and is now an important source of tourist revenue. The Sumpter Wharf was a large export wharf built in 1884. Since the deteriorating wharf's closing in 2004, it has become home to the largest nesting colony of the endemic Otago shag. Built between 1871 and 1884, the Oamaru's harbor breakwater allowed cargo ships to berth safely, strengthening Oamaru's development into a highly prosperous Victorian town. Hello, how are you, guy? The blue penguin is also called the little penguin or fairy penguin. It's the smallest of all known penguin species. Adults average about 30 centimeters or 12 inches in length and weigh about 1.5 kilograms or 3.3 pounds. The Oamaru Blue Penguin Colony is one of the easiest places in New Zealand to see the little blue penguin, although you can't take pictures there. Blue penguins use countershading to camouflage them from predators at sea. The dark feathers on the penguins' backs help to hide them when the predators look down into the dark water, whilst the white feathers on their underside merge with the lighter water as the predator looks upwards. Blue penguins leave the colony early in the morning before sunrise and return to the colony after dark, so they are only active on land at night. Hence, it is difficult to get a good view of them. Yes, I see that.
Maybe a better contrast.
The starry night sky over Oamaru was wonderful, and it was only surpassed by the magnificent sunrise over Friendly Bay. During the day, if the penguins decide not to go to sea, they will stay hidden inside their nests. Normally, penguins make their nest by digging a burrow into the soil, but at Oamaru, nesting boxes have been built for them to use. as these are not prone to flooding or collapsing in the way a natural burrow might. In 1913, Robert Scott's Antarctic expedition ship Terra Nova arrived off the Oamaru harbor so that crew members could go ashore and send a secret telegram to London stating that 5 members of the expedition, including Scott himself, had died when returning from their trek to the South Pole. Some 30 kilometers south of Oamaru is Shag Point, where one can see fur seals and seabirds on a rugged headland. Apart from seabirds, Shag Point is home to a small fur seal colony, as there are many sheltered bays where the seals can rest up and sun themselves whilst the wild ocean waves surge against the rocks and swirl about the thick beds of kelp. The hunting of fur seals, first by the Maori and later by commercial hunters, reduced the population to near extinction. Male fur seals can grow as large as 160 kilograms or 350 pounds and up to 2 meters or 7 feet long. Females weigh up to 50 kilograms or 110 pounds and can grow up to 1.5 meters or 5 feet long. Offshore on the rock were 10 Otago shags. The population of Otago shags was reduced by 99% within 100 years after the arrival of humans. There are now less than 2,500 Otago shags remaining. As darkness approached, numerous gulls started flying low overhead along the coast. It was quite an impressive scene. I came to see the blue penguins, but the historic Victorian-era center of Oamaru was very surprising.
Take me somewhere nice, to some tired island in your heart.